Testing. Alright, welcome back everyone. So, hope you all had a been having a good Easter weekend, or at least this is when I'm recording this. Also, if you guys watched the Masters like I did, it was a great final round. Finally happy it was sunny and not rain and 40 degrees and so forth. But anyway, I felt like kind of continue back in the career. We obviously had a disaster Masters. Kind of like Rory did this year, to be honest. Yeah, I see like a par save, all that, just horrible stats. But now we get to go on the U.S. Open. I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to keep it on the quick settings. It's kind of like the fall, and I did full round. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that too. I don't know why it even shows that. We're like a long ways from that. So, but anyway, let's see how it is with the U.S. Open. I'm kind of curious. What's interesting, though, they're doing this. This will be last year's U.S. Open at Brookline. Now, this is U.S. Open, just put the year, but that's where it was. Then Brookline last year. And looking at some of the courses they got, I'm guessing when they do, like the U.S. Open and the British Open and the PGA move every year. I'm guessing there's a few. When I look at the courses, there's several I can kind of tell where they're probably going to fit them in, like in terms of like move them around between like each year. So like Brookline Country Club is one of them. I'm assuming Pebble and Tour would be a couple others. What's cool? Actually, let's watch this real quick. Hold on.
History. It's an essential part of the fabric of this great city, Boston. But it's not just late-night horse rides and tea parties. It extends to golf as well. A young lad named Francis Ouimet made history on these grounds more than a century ago, winning this championship as an amateur. We're left to ask, what sort of history might be made this week at Brookline in the United States Open?
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's opening round coverage of the third of golf's four majors, the United States Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one.
Actually, let's do the course overview and I kind of get back what I was talking
He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer ready to try and win that sterling silver U.S. Open trophy. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10.
So you get to do 5 holes. Excuse me. And it looks like it's around, the middle one today. What's cool? All right. So I was saying like, the championships minus the Masters. It's always at Augusta. It's downhill, so I think if I do here, it should be okay. Wait a minute. The one's notorious to carry more than it should. Alright. That works. This is a very long par 5. I remember walking by it during when I actually attended this U.S. Open last year.
That's what they did.
And it's
right
like
there.
It played like almost 600 yards. This is crazy. And what's kind of interesting, this kind of shows it here. I feel like it's even a little off, but man, 19 feet. I see this is good. The elevation changes and so forth. So, like there's a lot of uphill shots, and there's like, one more time before we hit it. There's really no room for error. It's either rough or sand, and the rough was really thick. Oh, I got a 3-wood that up there, don't I? Sorry, I'm rethinking this. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. Anyway.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
A little too hot. Damn. Oh, don't roll. Oh, come on.
Quite easy to see. Mission not accomplished. The job was to get the ball out of the rough, land the ball on the green, and that did not happen.
So, but anyway, yeah. So they got courses that are going to rotate. You know, each year. I think that's those. You know, I'm guessing for the U.S. Open be this one. Then Torrey Pines and Pebble Beach for sure. I know with the PGA, they have Southern Hills from last year. They have Whistling Straits, was hosted about 3 or 4 times, I believe, in the Ryder Cup.
That's in for a bogey.
But what's kind of cool, though, is they're adding this year's courses eventually. So, it would actually be interesting. So about a month from now would be the PGA Championship, and I'm curious if they're going to get
here, folks.
the like top, you know, like they're going to add. Is it Oak Hill, I think, this year? Yeah, Oak Hill. So I'm curious, you know, how that's, you know, I think it says going to be free update. But hopefully it'll be out on time. It'd be really interesting to see how it looks and plays, like, and wondering, like, what's the long-term plan for that. So, all right, let's hope this is not overshooting it. Oh, come on, really? I thought... Man, I just cannot read these elevation changes. I also can tell a difference when I was playing like the pros, like Hideki and stuff.
Good chance.
It seemed like using the same type of swings, it doesn't seem to be as negative impact like mine is. So I think that's where, when you level up, it kind of loosens that a bit. So that's kind of part of the level progression.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll hold steady at +3.
Also, the reason I'm doing this more fast forward is I really feel like, well, it's good to probably do all 18 yellow, but I feel like I kind of want to kind of progress to the amateur and then kind of get into the Korn Ferry Tour, where you start earning really the money. I believe you start earning like currency, so you can go buy equipment and stuff to improve your player as well. You don't really earn money as an amateur, well, in theory. That's obviously changed now. Like in college, you can get the NIL stuff and so forth. But in theory, the amateurs don't get paid when they actually win anything.
Beautiful tempo to that swing.
But yeah, but it is interesting to kind of see in the course that we'll eventually add, especially in the U.S. Open later this year, because that LA Country Club.
90 yards, Frank.
And that looks really gorgeous. Like it's the course architect of LA Country Club did Riviera as well, which is also in this game, but in the other ones. Why did I hit it that high? It's so hard. Great, now I'm on the slope.
Those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Nope. So a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. It's a good challenge right here. This par 4.
But it's interesting though. Like my character is like level, rating was like 66. Now it's a 70. So it shows you how quickly you can at least slowly level him up, like or move him up, and how it starts impacting a lot of your game. Why do I feel like... Alright, it's fine. It's just I'm looking at that tree and it worries me.
Great shot.
Well, it's the driver's been a little better in this. See, you can tell the big difference in this course and like Augusta, not as hilly. Like there's hills and stuff, but you saw the crazy slopes and stuff, and that's how the ball reacted. I keep overhitting, and then it's left. I swear it doesn't really happen. Like I was playing the deck, it's like weird. It's just somehow it's much worse on like your actual player until you level them up properly.
Oh, that's nice. Ball landed softly. And that's why it's a good decision, really, when you think about it. Ball sitting in the rough, not too bad. You want it to land soft, so the flop shot. Good decision.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain at +4.
So, but anyway, so yeah, so that's what I kind of just want to kind of get through the amateur. It's kind of cool to get to go into the, you know, to the majors and the amateur like in real life, and obviously like in real life you really, you know, a lot of them usually struggle. Not all, like those, you know, Bennett this year was really good at Augusta. But, you know, there's years there's none that make the cut. You know, you just don't know. Well, you know, you just don't know how it'll play out.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second.
Hopefully I have enough to get up the hill. Nope. Yeah, see? That's how tough it is. So you're going up the steep hill, even with a good drive and actually a well executed
105 out.
You know, fairway wood. It was just not enough. I think this is okay. I think it would be okay. All right, finally we got some straight shot. And no spin.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Well, it was uphill, but, you know, I just didn't want to overhit it like I have in the past and stuff, I think. Right here. Oh.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
I really wanted that birdie. It's crazy because I feel like playing abandoned dunes is so much easier. It's so easy that you go out here and you just get demolished.
He's going to stay at +5.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, Frank, this a big thrill to get that first round in as an amateur at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, the USGA and the RNA have done so much for the amateur game.
I probably should have stayed there, but I didn't. Like, see, it's not hard to level up, so that's kind of why it's like... Because I feel like, my guess is, like, it'll be easier to play better in the Korn Ferry, because obviously the majors are usually the toughest events. Like, they have the toughest conditions. Like, the U.S. Open is notorious for, you know, being the, you know, toughest tournament in golf. Now, obviously, there's been exceptions where some years they didn't do it well, but like, and it also varies on the weather and factor. Some years, like when they were at Erin Hills,
and the United States Golf
2017, I believe.
Are proud to present
this up in like Wisconsin and Milwaukee. They had a lot of storms and rain, so the conditions really softened. And obviously, try to firm them up to make it a little fast, but you can tell the greens were softened and they did not roll as much. And then other years, like Shinnecock, they actually that got notorious where they made the greens too dry, where they almost started looking like dirt, and balls are just bouncing and rolling like crazy. And there's obviously a golfer that's always going to rise to the occasion and play really well and accurate. But it just shows you that, you know, the conditions, though, is what I'm trying to emphasize. They try to make the course as tough as possible, the conditions, the way they mow the grass, the length, the thickness of the rough, the firmness of the greens, you know, the speed rating of the greens. So there's a lot that goes into running these tournaments. Oh, no, it's cool. This is hole 1. I actually, this is a little, all right, this is going to be a nerd here, being nerdy here. So, they've done a really good job with like the USGA and having all that in the right spots, except for one thing. So all these fans you see over here, they actually built a grandstand. Yeah, see, there's like all these paths and stuff, but they actually built a grandstand here of like, especially like Corona Zone tickets that I actually had in there. So I was actually hanging out there, watching a lot of the best golfers, you know, teeing off and playing hole one. So you got to see their approach shot, then landed in this zone. So you got some good angles, or like unless they're like over here in the rough, obviously on the bunkers, and then watch their approach into the green. It was really cool. So we have a little wind here. I just want to readjust. All right, there we go. A little more. There we go. I have a slightly slow swing speed, so I'm kind of curious what causes that.
Looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2.
And you know, and if you're looking at this from default, it doesn't look too hard from design. You know, it's just straight and then straight in. But the thing is, it's all about the toughest thing about golf is just like if you're just slightly off, that's where you get punished. Like, and this is a nice sized green, but like we saw earlier, when you're off a little to the left or right, I mean, you just get so punished. There we go.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way.
It's going to be downhill. All right, so there's a little break probably here. A little here. Here we go. Oh, wow. I cannot believe that didn't go in.
Already thinking this better not be one of those days.
Like, that's just kind of like it's going to break a bit, and it's like you kind of adjust, and it doesn't seem like it responds. You know, that's been the learning curve for me trying to understand that. Sometimes you know, especially like, you know, Van and Dunes, that's some really good putts, and here it's like somehow it's always slightly off.
An early test forthcoming here at the par 3 second, and this is no ordinary.
How many holes do I get?
175 yards.
All right, so it's 6 today. Yeah, I'm not going to make the cut.
Add in 5 bunkers around a severely sloped green, and you'd happily take a par.
Yeah, this is a 260
to the third
76. I remember seeing that, the 276 par 3. That's just insane. Well, yeah. I had no chance. I mean, this is the far. I mean, I could lay it up way short, but I was hoping for a little luck.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker. And that
there's like a break early on and it flat lines. It looks like it's going to be okay. Wow. Oh, this is really like a nice par save.
Well done. It's a par here at the second. And he'll remain right where he is. Onward now to the 504-yard par 4 third. Slight dogleg to the right with a very narrow fairway. You have to drive it accurately if you want to have a chance at birdie.
This one doesn't look too bad. But no, I actually really liked this course when I was walking. It's very old. Like, it's an old school, I think actually it was built in the late 1900s or 1800s. You know, late 19th, early 20th century course. So it's like narrow, you know, a lot of trees, you know, a lot of trees on the sides. But here they got a lot of bunkers and kind of like thick fescue and rough. You know, it's all about really just placing your shots in the right spot. You know, it emphasizes accuracy, but obviously the U.S. Open, you know, they try to make it as long as possible. So it's like for like a golfer like right now where it's
Second
at,
shot coming up. Let's check
I don't
in
have
for
the
the
power
first
and stuff
time
to
with
really,
Norbert the third.
you know, launch out, you know, where I could actually use probably more power and be okay, but I just don't have that capabilities. And then obviously I only have so much recovery and stuff in my approach shot. So there's a lot of factors here. I Actually, I can probably putt that maybe. Let's see if it'll allow me. No. I kind of wish I allowed you to do that. I don't really seem to allow you to do that. Yeah, I'm going to chip it here. See what happens. Oh my God! I did not expect that. What happened?
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole.
Yeah, I don't have that. That's kind of weak. I did not expect that at all.
Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Nicely judged.
Yeah, that chip really threw me off. I don't know what happened there.
That's going to drop him back down to 6 over. Next up at the Country Club, another tough.
Yeah, so I was actually, the reason I'm doing the also the fact I was curious if it would give you like maybe put you like in a more decent score. Not really. Like even before we started, we're already kind of like at the we're like past like the cut line's +1. They started what at +2 yesterday, so like you were still on the opposite side of the cut line. This is crazy. Look at this blind shot.
That's up the left side.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna get in until you get better skills.
Softly onto the green. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker.
It's gonna break. Just kind of waiting for the read. I want to see. Oh wow, it's even worse than I thought. It's gonna be like here. And then, yeah.
Now, got that up too high, and it didn't want to come back.
This one should be okay. Yeah, just a little here.
That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. He'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par. We come now to the drivable 310-yard par 4 fifth. Feel free to let it rip, but beware the 6. Count them, 6 bunkers surrounding the green.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, it's actually level. Yeah. So I'm gonna go 1 club less. Why? Well, hold on. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. It's
So
weird.
now
I just
from
cannot get a good
into that
feel right
first
now
cut,
with that.
He'll
at
ready
times.
his approach to this par 4.
Really? Oh man, I got screwed. I think that was okay.
think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll hold steady at 7 over par. Now to the second par 3 at the home of the 2022 U.S. Open, the 197-yard sixth. A large green flanked by 2 bunkers. Birdie, definitely a possibility here.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I actually watched this par 3 a little bit too. It's pretty cool. Of course.
And that misses the green.
Even when you adjust, you're slightly offline and still punishes you.
With the wedge.
I'm either over or under with the brakes, man. Just kill it.
Okay, and it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
Oh, apparently the auto put me in a better.
It's always a tough pill to swallow. Our featured golfer with high
Only one over for the day.
This major, but this tournament will come to an end here on this Friday.
And it is hard, Rich.
Of course, all the birdies happened when I didn't play it.
The 4 majors, that's really golf's Mount Rushmore. The chance to be up there.
It is kind of neat. You actually get XP for like sand saves and stuff. I kind of like that. So next is the Korn Ferry Q School. I'm curious how that is.